Hello there, it's Red Knight here, and Merry Christmas everybody wherever you are in the world, and a Happy New Year. Now, I know it's not quite Christmas Day, and I know it's not quite New Year's Day yet, but I'm feeling very festive at the moment, because I'm absolutely loving the game I'm playing. Food Street is awesome, if I do say so. Now, what is Food Street? Well, Food Street is a restaurant-based game, and you are the manager, designer, creator, and chef within a restaurant. You are doing everything. And at the moment, it's the winter season, so there's lots of snow on the ground. You've got this ice down by your water area just next to the bridge. But did you notice there is an Advent-style activity that's currently ongoing in the game? Now, the great thing about advent calendars is that you're going to get lots of boxes with numbers on them, and these numbers relate to the dates within the month. So as an example, if it says number 1, it's the 1st. If it says number 3, it's the 3rd of December. And on those days, all you need to do is to tap on the box, open it up, and then claim your prize. And I do love the prizes we're getting at the moment. The first one for me was a beautiful little robin. The second one was a wonderful Christmas tree. Now, each of these items will go into your inventory, and all you need to do is just to scroll down until you find them, and they are located on the last tab, which is just at the bottom there, as you saw on my image. Now, once you've actually found them, you can just drag them out, place them in your restaurant or around your restaurant. Now, do be aware, they are not large, they are quite small, about the size of one of your fence posts. So if you are placing them behind a wall, they will disappear and be hidden. So make sure they're very visual, make sure that all of your friends and other restaurant owners can see them, because they do look absolutely beautiful. Now, the great thing about these decorations, we don't have to pay for them. However, there are some decorations that we do have to pay for, and they are now available in the game, and we have lots of them. Boxes of gifts there, Christmas gifts, candy columns. We've got some Christmas columns. Now, these ones here are worth coins, but as you scroll down, you will notice that some of them are worth vouchers or gems. So the Christmas fireplace is worth 3 bronze, 1 silver. The wooden reindeer there is worth 3 gems. Now, you've got the choice. If you have sufficient funds, you can purchase these. And I'm going to be using some of my coins and gems to purchase some of these items and then to place them around my restaurant, all for you to see what they look like. And I do so love these decorations. Now, from when they started, we had 32 days. Now, we're already well into the game, but we still have a lot of time to actually get these items. So don't worry, you have plenty of time to purchase them. Now, we've got some new tables. Look at that, a Christmas table, and this can hold up to 4 people. Beautiful. Now, I must admit, I would have liked to have seen a table for 6 people, but it's okay, 4 people is good enough. You've got some Christmas doors, and there are 2 kinds of Christmas decorations for the walls and windows. There's your standard Christmas ones, and then there's the gingerbread ones. Now, you've got single doors and double doors. Be careful, the double doors will cost you vouchers, but they do look good. Now, you've got 2 kinds of wall. There's the Christmas walls and there's the gingerbread walls. The gingerbread walls are the cheaper of the 2. And if I do say so, I must admit, I like the gingerbread walls a lot better than I do the Christmas walls. And it's not just the coinage. Now, when you look at the windows, you will notice here that the Christmas windows will cost you vouchers. Ouch. And once you start purchasing these, your bronze vouchers will decrease. So you're going to have to do lots of truck orders, I'm afraid, just to build up your vouchers if you want to get those. But don't worry, the gingerbread windows are available for coins, and you can get lots of these. They're only 150 coins, and that's not expensive. Now, do choose wisely when it comes to these decorations, because your coinage will go down quite quickly. You've also got Christmas trees. There's a green and a pink one. You've got some snowmen and a snow lady, and they look wonderful. You've also got a reindeer statue there, and you've got a Christmas lamp. And if I do say so, I love the decoration. Absolutely fantastic. And I'm going to be moving some of the decoration out onto my restaurant land and then placing them there for you all to see. Now, currently in the game, I've got 2,987 coins, 3 gold, 4 silver, 7 bronze, and 29 diamonds. And a little bit later, you're going to be seeing something different as well. Now you've got cookie stands for 3 bronze, you've got the grand Christmas tree for 5 bronze, and a penguin pet there for 6 bronze and 2 gold. And I'm absolutely going to get the penguin pet. He is so cool. So I have plenty of vouchers so I can start buying some of these items. Now I do have to say thank you to Food Street because they will give me a VIP pack later in the video which will allow me to purchase some of these items so I can show you. Now we've also got 2 new flooring. You've got snow there and you've got gingerbread. Now you can unlock the gingerbread for 1 bronze and you can unlock the snow for 50 gold coins. So I guess I'd better do that. Now at the moment I'm using white walls and I've got the glassy floor there. And I really want to make it more snowy because it kind of does clash with the surrounding land there. So now I've opened up the snow area and basically I can now start placing the snow down. Now all you've got to do is to touch the show and hide button. That will remove everything out the way and then it makes it much easier for placing the snow down on the ground. And it doesn't matter where you tap within your land area, it will just start from that point until you actually tick, and then it will then lay it down. And then once you've ticked it, it looks really good if I do say so myself. Look at it there. Now you don't have to hide the land, you can just slide it on down and again it puts it into place if you want to. And I must admit it looks gorgeous. Look at that snow. It really does go well. And my son, he loves the new winter designs that I've got in this game. William, do you like the winter design? Can you say something? Go on, say something.
Yes.
Yes, okay. So my 8-year-old son loves the imagery and he loves the actual penguin as well. Right, now as you can see here I'm starting to set up the design and I'm moving things around. Now what should I place in this area? Well, this is going to be my display area and I want to put some decoration down there. Now when it comes to the decoration, as I said, do be careful because some of it's quite expensive. Right, now in case you haven't already noticed, you've got the option to change your staff design as well. Now you can't have a Christmas wintry scene without having your staff wearing the right kind of clothing. So guess what, we've got some Christmas clothing as well. We've got some beautiful hats. There's a nice little red hat, there's a green hat, there's a pink hat, there are some antlers, and then there is this fantastic little yellow hat, and then this black hat to the side as well. Now some of them are going to cost you gold coins, some of them will cost you vouchers, you can pick and choose. Now I do love the Santa style costume, so I'm probably going to go with the Santa hat and the clothing. But let's go and have a look and see what we've got in a moment. And I think I will later actually purchase some of those reindeer antlers as well because they are cool. In fact, what I'm going to do before the end of this event is purchase every single one of those hats, I think, because they look awesome. Now look at that, everybody. We got a Santa's beard. So 15 gems there. That's a must. You've got to get that. So I'm going to dress up my guy here with a Santa hat, and then I'm going to give him a beard as well. And there we go. 15 gems. Ready, steady, go. And doesn't he look good? And he's got a really distinguished look there. Awesome. Now Santa really needs to have white or grey hair. Now let's see if we've got any in the game. So let's scroll through. Okay, there was one there. Do we have any others? Okay, another one there. That one looks good. That all cost me 3 silver vouchers. Are there any others that are valuable I can buy for coins or not? Okay, right, there are just 2 choices for the grey hair, and you need to pick and choose. Now, it is quite a hard decision. Now, what should I go for? Should I go for the grey one? And I really do like this one a lot. Okay, for the moment, because I want to keep hold of my vouchers, I'm going to stick with a simple brown hairstyle, I think, and then maybe later when I know the rest of the purchases and what it's going to cost me, I will get the grey hair, because Santa has to have white or grey hair. The brown is good, but it just doesn't cut it. Now, I really do like this jacket as well. It looks awesome on him. All he needs now is a nice pair of pants. She also needs something to go with her top as well, and I've got some cool different coloured jackets there. I could go with the pink or the green. Interesting. I wonder if she'd like pink, or maybe I should go for the jumpers. Now, I do like winter jumpers. I've got loads in my wardrobe, and recently I've been sorting them out and getting them ready for the winter season because it's getting rather chilly here in Japan. Now, speaking of here in Japan, the other day I was out in one of my favourite donut shops, relaxing, drinking a cafe au lait and eating some of their yummy yummy donuts. Yeah, I had quite a long break, so I was rather pleased I could play the game as well as relax, and it was good fun. However, there was a little girl, she just kept looking at me and looking at me and looking at me, this shocked expression on her face. So I smiled, as I would usually do here. And you'll never guess what, did she smile back? No, she started crying. Oh no, I'd upset the poor little thing, and she was really sad. Okay, my clothing's coming along here. My Santa Claus is looking really good. His young lady is starting to look really beautiful as well. And I do like the skirt, and she looks really happy as well. And I think my pink elf needs some clothing as well. There you go, young lady, something to keep your legs warm. And she's happy as well. I love the little jig that they do. It's sweet. Now, I cannot wait until I level up more within the game. Now, once I get to level 41, I can get myself another staff member. So I wonder, how many staff members can we actually have throughout this game? Whatever it is, it's going to be fun dressing them up. Whenever we have these seasonal activities, we get to choose different clothing and different styles. It's wonderful. So, design team, keep these coming. It makes the game more interesting. Now, all I need is for all of the customers to be dressed up as well, and then it will be fantastic. Now, in fact, actually for the Christmas event and this winter season, many of the customers are dressed up in winter clothing, and it's a much better concept. It feels really comfortable. I've been taking some photos of the ones who have been ordering food in my restaurant, and I'm going to be adding those in the next video and talking about their clothing styles, because I think it looks perfect. And look at her hairstyle there. Doesn't she look beautiful? Now, when it comes to your choice of clothing styles, what have you done? Have you gone with the Santa effect, or have you gone with something else, I wonder? And there they go. Don't they look good there, just standing around? Now, what we need to do is to wait for the Christmas rush, and then they will be rushed off their feet. So, warm clothing inside for the house with snow on the floor. Perfect. And just look at them wandering around there. Ooh, I can claim a reward. So, Fashionista 3. Spend 5,000 coins on staff customizations and you win gems. Oh yes, I believe that's my second gold one I've got there. Awesome! Now, don't forget everybody, you've got this beautiful little ice float area with presents down here with lots of free gifts and giveaways. Just come back on those specific days. Now, speaking of free gifts, thank you very much to the Super Solid Games team, especially for the Food Street team. They gave me this wonderful gift pack here. It contains vouchers, gems, coins, and I'm going to be using all of these for you guys out there to purchase items and show you what happens within the game. So this is what I got, and if you ever win any of the contests, you will be getting something like this that pops up in your restaurant and it tells you you can claim a reward, and then it's accredited to your account. So you can now see I've got 4 gold, 6 silver, 12 bronze, 6,560 gold coins, and 267 gems. Now, the vouchers have mostly gone, the coins have gone back down, and the gems are still about the same. However, within the game, I'm starting to build my vouchers back up again, and I'm also building my coins back up again. So, I'm pretty happy about that. Ooh, that looks nice. I do like that. So, the 5th box contained this beautiful little light. That looks gorgeous. A nice candle there with a little flame coming off the top. Sweet. And that's the Christmas candle. Very nice. Let's put it down in my collection area. Beautiful. Look at those fantastic presents there. So a robin, air on a log, a Christmas tree, and now a candle. Sweet. I so can't wait to open up the rest of these presents. Now, speaking of purchases, I've got lots of items here that have just been given to me, so I can now buy some of these items. So the wooden reindeer, let's see what that one looks like. Now, when we place it out on our restaurant, you'll notice that the size isn't that large, so quite a lot of these decorations are very, very small. Now, that one was worth 6 gems. You've got a Christmas fireplace, Christmas columns, candy columns there. Now, how am I going to use these, I wonder? What am I going to do? Am I going to spread them outside the restaurant? Am I going to put them inside? You're going to have to watch this next part of the video and see. Now let's get this beautiful little one here, and this one's going to cost me lots of gems as well. And did you see that? Doesn't she look beautiful? So I have a reindeer statue, so my wooden reindeer and my reindeer statue, they can have a nice little relationship and cuddle up with each other during those winter snow flurries. And they do look rather cute. I must admit, of the 2 reindeer there, I prefer the log one a lot better. Now, I wonder, will we get a Santa sleigh as one of the gifts? That would be fantastic. Then I can put the Santa sleigh behind the actual reindeer. So I might have to buy some more wooden reindeer. But this is the purchase I wanted to get, everybody. I'm going to get myself my first pet, and it's a penguin pet. So let's place that one down just here. And I've now got myself a new achievement. Big cheese. Yay! Let's move some trees around and then give my penguin some space to move around. Now, I love this penguin. His actions are really, really cool. And when it comes to feeding him, you are going to need to use apples. So not fish, which would make it more challenging for the actual fisherman, but apples. And apples are relatively easy to get and to use. And there he is, sound asleep in his little ice area. Now, when he's ready to be fed again, you will notice a tick mark just above his head, and all you need to do is just tap on him, and then you can feed him from stock, and then he will go walk around again. And his little walk is quite interesting. Now, he cost me 6 bronze and 2 gold. Will I be buying another one? I'm so tempted, you know that. I think so far, of all of the pet decorations I've seen, that probably is one of my favourite ones. Right, now I've got the 2 floor space here. I've got snow and gingerbread. I've also got cookie stands and other things. But what should I get? That's a difficult decision. What should I do first, I wonder? Now, I guess the most important part here is to get the floor down. So let's start putting some gingerbread floors down. I do like this, and let's see how it looks. Ooh, that looks quite nice. So let's extend the area. Yep, that looks good. But I think I'm going to have to change the walls. The walls just don't quite match. Now, you notice that I just laid some floor on top of another piece of floor. It doesn't matter. Basically, once you've unlocked the floor piece, you can just lay them on top of each other again and again and again, and you're not paying any extra for them. It's only when you initially unlock do you have to pay either gems or coins. Now remember, if you do have walls and you do have fences, you are going to have to put the flooring underneath them. Now for the walls it's not such a problem because you can't really see, but for the fences you definitely want to, otherwise you're going to end up with a really horrible pattern. Doesn't that look good? Now you may be thinking, why am I putting the gingerbread floor outside the restaurant? Well, I'm going to be changing the design of my restaurant. The design I've got at the moment has been really, really nice. For the autumn event where I had a little Thanksgiving party outside, that was quite cool. But for my Christmas one, I want to create a nice little Christmassy room. Right, let's collect those gems as well, and then let's get on with the rest of the game. So here we are, we're going to feed my apple, or an apple, to my little penguin. There we go, it's in stock, press on the button, and let's feed him. So, everybody, penguins eat apples, and he's going for walkabout. Look at the way he just waddles there. Oh, that's perfect. And where's he going, I wonder? He's going for a swim. Oh, he's in my fountain. He enjoyed that. Now he's coming back out again, and he's going to walk into my restaurant. Oh no, he used his magic powers. Now, I've actually been watching the penguin for quite a while sometimes during the game, and I just love his antics. I like the way he just stands there and he watches the machine sometimes. I like the way he just looks around, and it gives you this like really interesting effect that he's interested in what. So he's just saying, wow, outside. Oh my god, look at it. This city's beautiful. I can't believe it. I'm so lucky. My new home is wonderful. And then he goes back inside because the outside is quite chilly. So wandering, where am I going to go, I wonder? It looks like he's marking his territory here. He's checking everything out, and he's making sure that he knows where everything is to be found. Huh? He's looking at my storage area. Maybe he's hungry again. So how often does he need feeding? Actually, the feeding time is not so often, which is quite good. You can let him wander around for quite a long time, and then when he's finally ready, he will go back to his area and wait. Now, you don't have to feed him straight away. You can do it a little bit later. It's okay. But he's not an animal that requires feeding again and again and again very, very quickly. And I'm quite pleased about that. I'm not always happy in some games that I've played in the past, not the ones I'm playing now, where when you're feeding animals, you need to be doing this all the time, and that's really a pain because you want to be able to get on with other things, and maybe you just don't have the resources all the time. Now, speaking of resources, I want to get myself some walls. Now, I think the best wall purchase for myself at the end of the day is the gingerbread walls. It doesn't cost me as much, it's just coins that I'm using, and I've been given lots of coins so I can do this. Now, the Christmas walls are quite nice, but the windows are the problem. They will cost me vouchers, and that can be quite challenging. Now, I've got 5 bronze vouchers left. I've currently got a few more in the game because I've been doing quite a few trucks recently to build my voucher collection back up again. And speaking of vouchers, I've been getting lots of gold vouchers during the event, so sweet. This means I can start purchasing even more items and then showing you what they look like when they are laid out. Now, in fact, why don't you come on over to my restaurant? You can have a look, see what I've done with the design. You can see all the decorations in my collection area. You can look at the Christmas trees and the presents that I've purchased. And you can even see what my staff look like as they wander around the restaurant. Now, I am going to be purchasing more decoration. I'm going to try and get as many as I can that I think are suitable for my tastes and needs within the game. The only thing I probably won't be purchasing too many of is the actual Christmas windows. I think that's one I'm going to have to do over many, many Christmases, because bronze vouchers are a challenge. Now, maybe as I've been playing the game for a year or 2 years, my collection of vouchers will be very, very high, and I probably won't worry so much. Now, I can't wait till I actually level up in the game. Once you do level up and you get yourself into a high position, it's going to be really nice to be one of those players that has everything. And when all the new people start to play the game like we're all doing at the moment, they will think, oh wow, look at this person's restaurant. I so want to have my restaurant looking like that in the future. And it's going to be quite good. Now, I'm quite happy and I feel very, very privileged at the moment that I am literally here at ground floor. The game has been released and I'm one of the first few players to actually start playing this game, and it's nice to actually see how I'm developing my restaurant using the decorations, the ornaments within the game, and how I'm using my gems and the coins, and also seeing how other people are doing it as well. We're also all competing in these cook-off events, and it's a wonderful feeling. Now, I know that my restaurant group is never ever going to be the global winners. We do participate, but we're not as active as some of the other players out there. Now, already the first two places, or the first place, has been won twice by the same team. Well, you guys rock. You must be on this game 24/7, and I'm so happy about that because you enjoy it as much as we do. Now, my team is doing actually quite well in our own little cook-off event with some other restaurants out there. We recently got into first place. Sweet, that's the first time we've actually got there, and we maintained that first place for about 24 hours. Now we're back down in second place. Now, fingers crossed the rest of my team comes into the game and they start participating, and maybe those who are with us at the moment can do a lot more. This Christmas one is good fun, and I do like it. Now, I do understand that my group have outside lives as well, but do remember 5 hours a day in the game is okay. Right, now I'm going to have this corner down here in the left hand side, a little Christmassy room. So I'm going to be using the Christmas walls in this area, but the rest of the restaurant will be gingerbread. So you will notice a bit of a mixture in relation to the decoration as I progress more within my design here. So let's just box off this area. Perfect. Now later I'm going to have to move those crop boxes and get rid of the fences as well and shift things around. But I'm really happy with my final design. I think it looks really good. Now the flooring I didn't keep the same. I did go with a red floor, and I think the red floor gave it a more Christmassy effect. As you can see there, the red floor looks really good. Now there are some other floors that I've got available if I want to unlock them, but they're not really of the Christmassy spirit. Yep, I think the red floor is definitely the best. Now, will I have one complete block of red floor? No, I won't. Now, during the last event, I was particularly comfortable with a diamond pattern where I mixed the colors together, and I'm going to do the same with this one. So I've got my beautiful red floor just laid out there now. I think I need to extend it a little bit more. Yes, I do. And that looks good, so let's just tick that box there. Oh no, I forgot to tick it. I want to get rid of the fences. Put those into storage. Now you can sell these items if you want to, but do remember the coinage that you get in return for selling these items is not a lot. Now I do like this addition to the game. Maybe as we progress more within the game, we get too many of the decoration and we decide that we don't want them. So we have the option to sell them back to the game. And I think that's something that some people might like to do. Now it will depend on your taste and your interest. Maybe you want to keep all of the decoration, maybe you want to get rid of them a little bit later if you're not so keen on them. So this is a really good addition to the game, and I must admit, personally I like that option. Moving all of my stuff out of the way at the moment. Now when you are limited with space and you've only got so much land open, it can be quite a challenge if you want to use the walls, because those walls do take up a whole square section, and if you are using walls inside your restaurant as well, that limits the space when you want to decorate or move things around. Now I can understand because of this why many restaurant owners actually remove the walls and just keep it a kind of like open design plan. Now I think it looks quite beautiful and it's very interesting, but personally for myself I must admit I do like the walls. I think the walls are a much nicer effect within the game. Look at the detail here. Look at the way you've got a really cool blend of colors and patterns. It looks really good, and I like it a lot. Those lights that just run down the side, a nice little white part to the border effect, a stripy part to the top area, and then that kind of like wooden like log part to the roof piece itself. Good. Right, now watch as I place this one down, and once I say yes, then my vouchers are going to go down. So 2, 1, and they're all gone. Now, can I get myself another one? No, I can't. If I try to get myself another one, it's going to tell me you don't have enough vouchers and you need to do some more truck orders. So all I was able to purchase with this was 3 of those windows. Now that's a shame because I do like those windows and I think they look really good. But for bronze vouchers at the moment, that's too much of a challenge for me until I progress more within the game and do some more trucks. Now if you are looking for vouchers, how can you get those? Well, the gold ones actually come within these events that we're doing. So it's now Cookmas at the moment. Once you get to level 18 you can start to participate and then you can start to earn the gold vouchers as the rewards. Now for the silver and the bronze, they are easier to get. I find bronze comes up more often, especially with the trucks. Silvers do come occasionally, they're a little bit rarer and usually those trucks are more challenging. But do remember you can request help from at least 2 of your friends and then they can come and fill some of your crates for you. Now I'm not overly happy with my design down there in the corner. I want to remove those wall pieces I think from there and then maybe use my actual harvest area down in the bottom hand corner. I need to think about this very carefully. If I want to make this a more Christmassy effect as they walk into the restaurant, I'm going to have to do a lot more work here. Now you'll notice that I'm going to be moving things around a lot, and when it comes to decorating, it's not something that just happens very easily unless you're quite artistic and you've got a good plan in your mind. I need myself to move things around, look at it, move it around again, look at it, move it around again, just to see how things look. Now what I'm doing here is placing both of the doors out, one to the left, one to the right, just so you can see what they look like. Now both these doors are beautiful. I do prefer the door that's just been used there. I think that looks more interesting. Now of the 2 doors, I do think that the Christmas wreath on the Christmas door looks absolutely fantastic. I love the design, I love the attention to detail, it really does look good and the design teams put a lot of effort into creating these things, I think. However, because of the fact that I need vouchers to actually purchase the windows and I'm limited by those at the moment. Now currently in the game I have 3 because I've just completed another truck, yay! Now sometimes I do fall asleep and I miss out on those vouchers, especially after I've spent many hours trying to fill those crate orders. But not to worry, I still get the points, which is okay. But as I said, the vouchers are the issue here. So I'm going to stick with the gingerbread walls, the gingerbread doors, and the gingerbread windows. Now, because this is a cooking game, I think having the gingerbread walls and doors is actually quite apt. It does go very well with the design and the imagery, and that's pretty important for me. Yep, lots of changes here as I move my walls around. I'm trying to find a design or come up with something in my mind. Now I was thinking here maybe having a separate entrance into my Christmas lounge area. Now I'm going to completely remove that design later, especially down this bottom left hand side. I just don't like it. It's a waste of space using those walls there the way I'm using them. It just does not look beautiful at all. Now I'm quite happy with the final effect that I had. I basically extended the bottom part of my open area a little bit further back here to where the corner of the fence is, removed the fence, placed the wall there, and it does look a lot better. Sometimes being a little creative is really important. As you can see now, I'm starting to get more more of an idea what I want to do here. So where I'm placing those walls now, I like that. I like that a lot. It doesn't hide the tables that much. You can still see the tables, you can still see the visitors. It's good. And for me, that's what I want. Something that feels really comfortable or relaxing for me. Yes, let's put some more of those walls down and extend that. Now the box effect that I'm creating here, it's starting to feel right for me. I like what it's doing in relation to its angle. I like the fact that it's coming further down here, and it does feel good. Okay, now this is the pop-up message you get if you try to purchase something and you don't have the resources, especially for the vouchers. Now it's okay, those windows I'm not going to be using at the end of the day in this area because there's just not enough for them. But I will be using those windows a little bit further back in my restaurant. I think they will look quite good just in my open area that looks over onto my bench at the back there. I think that will be perfect. Oh, sweet! I've just got myself another gold order within the game. Now currently we're up to 17 days, 10 hours and 43 minutes left in the game. And each one of my boxes now requires 600 points. My club is ranked number 2, and I have a gold order here for cranberries. And those cranberries, I need 15 of them, and I've got 12 minutes 15 seconds left on the clock. And I have 0 in stock because they're all growing at the moment. Will I be able to do it? I wonder. Let's have a look at my storage. Now my storage is 17 of 35. Oh dear, maybe I'm going to run out of space. Now if I wanted to increase my storage, I'm going to need 1 more measuring tape, 1 more toolbox and 3 hard hats. Now I still can't work out how to get the hard hats. Please do tell me if you know, everybody, because I would love to know what to do to actually get more hard hats within the game. Now toolbox and measuring tapes, they come every now and then, but it's the rest of those resources that are hard to find. Now if you are selling those resources, let me know first and I will head on over to your roadside stall and purchase them from your trade. And then once I've purchased them, then I can start to expand, which will be wonderful. And speaking of expansions, I've just got myself a saw off Stella's Cafe. Yay! Thank you very much, Stella. I can now use that saw to chop down some dead trees. Actually, the ones I need at the moment are the gloves. So I've been making quite a few pies recently, and they've been using lots of resources. So I guess I need a lot more of those gloves to start removing some dead bushes. Right, my design's starting to feel right, so I need to get rid of the rest of those walls. Now, in fact, with my restaurant, all of my walls are now gone, and I'm quite happy, and it does look really nice. I've gone with the gingerbread floor in most places, except for that one left-hand corner, which I went with the red and white floors. So as you progress through the video, you will be able to see this in more detail as well. So keep watching, I will keep talking. Right, 27 seconds until my cranberries are ready, and I've got 4 bushes growing at the moment with 9 minutes left on the clock. So 18 seconds left. Now if I wanted to speed those up, I could do so with the gems, but I'm not going to do that at the moment. Two seconds, here we go. Yay, my cranberries are ready. But I need a lot more, so let's plant those ones again. So I've now got 2 of 15. Make that 3 of 15. – . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Yay. Now, how have you been enjoying the presents, by the way, in the game? Recently, I picked up a Santa Claus and a little elf holding a package. They look really, really cute. So my collection area of cool decoration for my Christmas event is getting quite nice. I've got myself a white Christmas tree, a green one. I've got myself some flowers, two robins on logs. I've got myself two reindeer, one reindeer that's wooden, the other one's a statue, two Santa Claus, a penguin, a lamp, a candle, Santa with a Christmas tree, and an elf with a Christmas tree. Sweet, if I do say so myself. Now, it's Christmassy, or there's like Christmas at the moment here in Japan in some ways. Now, I live in Kobe City, and Kobe City many, many years ago was hit by an earthquake. And during that earthquake, a lot of people lost their lives. Now, it's a shame when people actually do get killed because of natural disasters, and Asia does have more than its fair share in many ways. Now, living here in Japan can be really dangerous sometimes because Japan ends up with a lot of earthquakes. Now, the one that happened in Kobe killed a lot of people, did a lot of damage. Now, damage is not such a problem, that's easily replaced, but the loss of life was very, very great. Now, every year around this time, we have a light show. The light show is very beautiful. Now, originally when I first came to Japan, we had the Phoenix Center. The Phoenix Center was near JR Station, which is the local station here, or one of the major stations. And in there you could go in, see lots of photos, images, and people would go there to remember the loss of life. Then they changed it and they knocked that place down. They built a department store, which is very popular with many fashionable people. They then started doing a light show, like a candle light show, further down towards the bottom of where all the shops are, where the park is. And then a while ago they created something really, really different. They set up one street that was just set up with Christmas lights, and it's really, really beautiful. Now, it's very expensive. It costs a lot of money for the city, but we still do it every year. Now, I must admit, living here in Kobe, we do pay a lot of money towards residency tax. But this light show is worth it because it's a way of remembering the loss of life. Even though these days when people go there, they don't seem to remember the Kobe earthquake and associate it with these lights because it's been such a long time since then. Now, these days this light show is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. It's not because of the lack of people, it's because some of the department stores in the area complained because the number of visitors that were in the area were using their toilets and not shopping, which is a shame. Not everybody likes the extra work, I suppose. Another downside is the fact that you're like a lemon and you're guided through like a kind of a tunnel like effect where you've got people with megaphones shouting at you to not cross the crossing when the light's red, please keep going straight ahead, please don't stop walking, and it can be very aggravating and that puts a lot of people off. But the actual light show itself is stunning, and this year I think is really beautiful. I'm going to be going there today after I finish work and taking lots of photos. So maybe in the next video I will show you some of those imagery so you could share it. Or better still, what you can do is go to my Facebook page and I will be posting those light images there. Do enjoy and do comment on those lights as well. Right, 4 minutes 38 seconds and I've got 11 more to do. Can I do it? Okay, that's 8 done. Now I got 4 minutes 23 seconds on the clock. They take 5 minutes to grow, so I can't plant anymore. So that's 10. I'm not going to be able to do this. I'm going to run out of time. Oh my goodness me. So I got 4 minutes and 8 seconds left on the clock, everybody. I just don't have enough cranberries to get this one done. So I'm going to lose 90 points with this order, I'm afraid to say. So this gold one will go. However, if I did use gems, it will cost me 8 gems to do that. So, choices, choices, choices. Now I could speed up the berries and that would take me 1 gem. So sometimes it's cheaper to actually speed up the actual berries or the item you're growing than it is to fill the order. So for 8 berries it will cost me 8 gems, so that's 1 gem a berry. Okay, which is reasonable. But if I speed up the bush, which is 2 berries, that will only cost me 1 gem. So I would save half the gem total there. All for 90 points. Now let me think about this. I wonder, should I do it or not? That's a challenging question. Now as you're watching the video here, you're starting to notice that I'm using some of the coins that I was given in the game, same with some of the actual vouchers as well, and the gems. Now the totals are going down. That 237 is currently still at 237, and my coinage is now a lot higher, and the same with my gems. Okay, my silvers are not as high as it is in the video, but I'm working my way back up to those totals. Right, that's 2 more berries done. The other ones will be finished in 3 minutes and 20 seconds, and this is going to be finished in 2 minutes and 28 seconds. I need 6 gems to buy those missing ones, and I need, ooh dear, 6 berries. So 2, 4, 6. If I do them, I'm going to use all of my stock. That's a problem. Not a good idea. No, this one order, I'm going to have to blow this one out. So everybody, I've just lost 90 points for my food club because I don't have the resources or the time to actually get this one done. Now that's one of the challenging facts. Sometimes you can only keep so much storage there, and because you've got other things growing as well, maybe you can't harvest those resources in time to actually complete some of these orders. So sometimes you're going to have to use gems to speed them up. Sometimes you're just going to have to bite the bullet and say, oh dear, I'm sorry, I let my team down. So 1 minute 32 seconds left on the clock. I've got 8 berries there, and the others will not be ready for 2 minutes and 13 seconds. So hang on, let me think. 2, 4, 6. No, that's not enough. So if I sped this up, it's going to cost me 4 gems. If I sped this one up, it costs me 7 gems. Choices? Okay, William, what do you think? Should I speed it up or should I just ignore it? You want me to speed it up? Why?
90 points.
Okay, so you think 90 points is more important? Yes. Okay, well, everybody, my son said I should speed this up because the points are more important. So let's do it. 1, yes. 1, yes. 1, yes. 1, yes. Dun 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 dun. Okay, I've sped it up and I've got 36 seconds left on the clock, and I've got 16 berries and 15 berries I need. So 90 points, 28 seconds left, and I've now got 233 gems left, so I've got 90 points for my team. Let's get that one. So 90 points. Do you want to press the button, William? So press to complete. And we've done it with 7 seconds left on the clock there. And 90 points, taking me up to 440. And my gems are now down to 233. So I guess I'd better grow some more cranberries. You made me use all of my cranberries. Is that okay? What do you think of this game, Food Street? Do you like it? Yes? So why do you like it? Bakaram. Okay. Do you like it because of the pictures? No. Do you like it because it's fun to play? You don't know? Okay. My son doesn't know why he likes the game. I know why I like it. Because it's fun to play. Right, how's my design going? Let's have a look. Oh yes, I'm starting to enjoy the way that it's coming along now. It does take a bit of time to rearrange everything, doesn't it, until you're 100% satisfied. Now, if we look at the inside of my little restaurant area there, I've got a single table. That's not going to change. I've got my Christmas present with my Christmas tree there. That stays the same. I've got 2 candy cane as well, and a little lamp in the corner. Now, at some stage in the game, I'm going to be purchasing the fireplace. And I do want to get that fireplace because I think it looks so cool. Now, that Christmas fireplace will cost me 3 bronze vouchers and 1 silver. Now, I do have that now in the game, so that's not going to be a challenge. So maybe for the next video I will get that one and show you all what it looks like. Now, speaking of Christmas cards, I got a package in the post from Food Street today, and I've posted the images on my Facebook page and in all of the Food Street groups that I belong to. So there was a little Christmas card inside that package, and it looks gorgeous. It's got the characters from Food Street. They are standing on the street next to a snowman who's wearing a chef's hat, and it says on the front, "Merry Christmas from Super Solid." There's a little dog, one of the pets within the game, wearing a little cute elf outfit as well. It looks really good. Now, if I open up the card, it says, "Dear Ricky, warmest thoughts and best wishes for a wonderful holiday and a happy new year. Michelle, co-founder." Oh yeah, I got a Christmas card from Super Solid. So yay, thank you very much. Now, that's not all that I got in my little Christmas package. I was quite stoked. So when I opened it up, there were 2 other items in there. One was this really cool t-shirt. So I now have a Food Street t-shirt, everybody, and it looks so nice. I also have a Food Street tote bag. Now, tote bags are very, very popular over here. Now, personally, I don't use them myself, but my eldest son does when he goes out with some of his friends. So I'm going to get him, if he likes the design, to actually use this tote bag, and then he will look quite cool in front of all of his other friends. I might even take a photo of that one. Right, now that area is done. I'm quite happy with that. I put a Christmas tree just to the outside with some presents. No, I don't like that in the corner. I'm going to leave that Christmas tree back where it was next to the presents. I think that's a much better imagery design. But I'm really pleased now with the way that corner is looking. Now, if anything, I think that my entrance area is too much. I don't like what I've done there. I think that that's too much of a wasted area. So I want to reduce that area down a little bit more and make it a little bit better. Now, how am I going to do that, I wonder? Well, the first thing I need to do is to shift the walls back out the way. And once I've done that, then I can get on with making the design a little bit better. Oh, I just got myself another gold order, and this one wants nutmeg. So nutmeg requires me to use... I don't have the resources. Oh my goodness me. So I need to ginger, and I need cranberries again. So let's go and have a look. Let me get some of these growing. It's okay. Right, I've got raisins already growing, which is 6 minutes. So that's 6 minutes off my clock. I've got 2 done already, so that's not too bad. But they take 12 minutes. So I've got 3 more to make. So that's 36 minutes. Plus that, so that's 39 minutes left there. I could just do this if I'm quick. So let's grow these and get those going. My son wants to use my computer to watch some of his favorite YouTube channels. Now, in Japan, YouTube is very popular with many of the young kids. They do like some of the videos that are out there. Now, he prefers the Japanese ones, not the English ones. Now, I do wish that my Japanese were better. Then maybe he would watch my channels a lot more. But He likes other games. And he just pressed one of the buttons that I didn't want him to press, so my time is now much, much less. Oh dear, that's going to be a problem, I do think. Now, my orders currently within the game, I have 3 orders, one for 68, one for 95, and one for 74, but it's the 95 one that's now very important for me. Okay, looking at my restaurant, you've just seen that I've changed the floor now. So it's that red and white design that I've decided to keep within the game, and it's beautiful. I love that imagery there. It looks really, really good. My Santa's done. He needs grey hair now. Now, I've got 6 silver vouchers, so I have sufficient left. I need to choose, and I think this is the one I'm going to go for. It looks really good. I do like this grey hair down here as well, but I don't think that's the kind of hair that Santa will have, and there's nothing else that really matches the design or imagery. Now, I think we do need some more old people's hair for the men. Now, I would like to see maybe an older design here for the actual man himself. There we go. Let's say yes to that one. Now, he needs grey eyebrows as well, so I'm going to have to change his face as well to give him that older look. There we go. With glasses as well. Oh yes, doesn't he look so cool? Look at those big bushy eyebrows, and he looks very happy. So my Santa is done, everybody. Santa with sunglasses, that would be wicked. Yep, I like that. I like that design a lot. Yep, choosing the right kind of color tone, the eyes, everything can be a little challenging. It's all about mixing and matching and selecting. Which eyes are the best? No, I think that's the best one. Okay, right, my staff are now done, and I like the way they look. It looks really good. So, Santa, nice to see you again. Okay, what have you chosen for your staff design? Have you gone with something really interesting or something really challenging? How many staff do you have? Are you like me at the moment, still of a lower level with only 3 staff? Or are you much higher with many more staff members? Yep, I'm really pleased with that, and it looks good. Let's have a look at them. And we zoom in here. Yeah. I wonder how much time and energy has actually gone into creating these people. Now, I do know that designing imagery like this is not very easy, and the attention to detail, you need to create some really large images, and then the image that we see in the game is much smaller, but the actual image for making this is much, much bigger. Now, one day I hope to actually head on over to the UK and to visit the team. Maybe they can show me what they do, they can introduce me to some of their new ideas within the game. It could be pretty cool. I'd look forward to that. Okay, my berries are done. Let's grow some of those. Right. Now I need to hurry up and get these nutmegs done. So my raisins have now finished. They're going to take me 12 minutes to do. I've got 2 in stock and I need 5. So I need to make 3 more and I got 53 minutes, 26 seconds left on the clock. Ooh, is that another present? What did I get? Yay, I got the flowers. I do like that. That looks really cute. What do you think? Do you like it? He wants to play on the computer. He's going to have to wait a little while because my computer's busy. And another one. Yay! Santa. Santa was pretty cool. Now here in Japan it's the 12th of December, so very soon I can open up another box. I'm going to have to wait until tomorrow before I can get the 13th one. But I wonder what's going to be inside it. Now, just to let you know, the boxes I have left, there's the 13th, the 15th, the 17th, there's the 19th, there's the 21st, 23rd, the 24th, Christmas Day the 25th, and the 31st. So lots of gifts still to get. Now the 25th box looks really big, so I wonder what's going to be inside that one. Will it be something special? Will it be something really exciting? Maybe 100 gold vouchers, 100 silver, and 100 bronze. It could be quite nice. It could be something really big, like a big Christmas tree. But it will be a really nice present, I think. Now we're getting very close to Cookmas in this video. I've got lots of decoration and it's time to start looking at the building area. So Cookmas is upon us at last. Now I do love this area of the event, especially leading up to one of the events when it starts, because the builders, they get off their backsides, they start doing some work, they start building the area for all of the machines and the plots where we need to grow our vegetables or any other crops that we need for the actual event. Now, I would like to see a request in the future. Okay, in some ways this imagery is very standard and I think it's really cool. But I'm hoping maybe that in the future, as the game develops, that you could change this imagery so it gradually builds each stand and we see each stand developing as a nice little progress. Now, I've currently got 6 hours on the clock left before the event starts, and it would have been nice to see that during those 6 hours something different happening in this area. So one stand is completed with a shroud on it, another stand is completed with another shroud, and so on until the actual clock hits 0. And then all of the shrouds come off, just like you're unwrapping a present as an example. That would be fantastic, I think. Well, the event started. There's lots of little messages in the latest news area, so please do read those messages whenever they come up, because there's some really important ones. Now, the friend campaign is now actually working for me. I was able to claim all of my prizes, so I was quite happy with 1 day on the clock, and I'm so glad that the Food Street software people were able to fix the problem, and it didn't require anything major. Now let's talk about the different stands, and let's start the event off. Well, first of all, have you noticed the beautiful snow and merry elves? It can only mean one thing. It's time for Cookmas. Oh yeah. So there are so many things. Let's get my mystery package. What have we got there? 5 ginger, 5 cranberries, 5 oranges, cinnamon and raisins. Now the oranges take quite a bit of time to grow, about 35 minutes. The cinnamon and the raisins can be produced from using the other items. The ginger, cranberries and oranges, as you know, you need to grow. Now we've got the 3 key stands there. We've got this little one down here with 2 elves sitting there, and they are your gift elves. Now, as you already know by now, these are the guys who actually hunt for most of your ingredients and will turn your crops into one of these products. So for cinnamon, raisins and the nutmeg. Now nutmeg is required a lot, and you will find you will need lots of those, or at least I found that. Now I've done this 2-hour coin option once or twice now. It's okay, but I tend to do it overnight. These 3 items here where you're compacting, I've not used at all yet, and I haven't found the need at the moment. Now maybe I'm lucky because my storage is of a sufficient standard, so I'm kind of okay with 35 at the moment. Raisins are really important. I found I needed a lot of those. The first item there, I've not required so many at the moment. But for the actual items that you need to grow, I found the cranberries to be very popular, and the same with the nutmeg as well. Right, now this is the second stand. Look at this one here. This is the dessert stove. Now, lots of cookies. I've had quite a few gold orders for that one, and the gingerbread cookies are absolutely delicious. The panettone, okay, I've had quite a lot of orders for that one, especially event ones. Christmas pudding, I found that's been really easy to produce. 55 minutes is just long enough for me to walk away, teach a lesson, come back and have one made. And if I'm teaching a double class, I can get 2 of them done. So I'm glad about the time this time. It's much better for me. Now, as you can see here, they need a bit of time to grow. You need specific items to actually produce those items. Now, the next one here was this third little stand, and I like the way he's just sitting there. And this is your festive kitchen. The first 3 items are really important. I've had lots of those. The festive roast, I've had quite a few as well, and I found having a good stock of about 5 has been really handy. Now, my food club is doing quite well. We're currently in first position and we've been able to maintain that. Now, maybe this means we're up against some food clubs who are not so competitive, which is quite nice because the last few events that we've had, we've been nowhere near the top 3. Now, I'm hoping that we stay in the top 3 because I'd love to see my team get some nice vouchers, and I think that would be really cool. A little reward to say that we came in the top 3 would be wonderful. Now, for the actual drinks there. Oh wow, I love mulled wine and I would so love to have a glass of that now. Now, you can see here I've got a capacity of 35. If I need to expand, I need hard hats, toolboxes and measuring tapes, and I've spoken about this already. Now, I'm not going to expand even though I've been given a resource pack. I'm still keeping the gems at the moment for something else. So sometimes I've used them in the game, but not that often. Now, straight away I've got myself an order. Now, you'll notice here that when the event started you required 200 points to get the boxes. Currently in the game I'm up to 800 points for each box, and that's not a problem. It's actually quite easy to get with some of these orders. Okay, you need to produce more orders to get the total, but it does come very quickly if you have the resources in stock. Now, I found it's much easier to build up a good stock to start with. Get some key items made first of all. Once you've got those items made, then start pulling the orders off and doing the orders. Do be careful though that if you are ripping orders off that you might get some of these gold orders, and some of those are pretty important, and it can be a balancing act trying to do them. All of my plots are done. Now, we do get 6 plots when we're actually doing these events. I think that's enough. There's the possibility that maybe in the future we might get some more as the events develop, but I kind of hope not. I like the fact that there's 6. It gives it a good challenge. It allows you to be able to grow some crops. You don't have to use the actual plots that you're using within the game. The event area is completely independent, and that's fantastic. Now, as you can see here, you're mainly focusing on trying to get that thumb up mark. So you need to complete 10 orders. Once you've done that, then you're eligible for club awards. And if you can get those 10 orders done very quickly, great. It means that you get the thumb up mark, and then if your team does do well, you can get one of those rewards. And it shows that you've actually participated, which is quite nice. Now, currently I'm in 16th position here, and I need to work my way back up the table here. And look at all these people that are currently in my food club, and a few of my neighbors here have already started, so excellent. Now, I'm doing quite nicely in this food event. Currently at the moment we're on 1075 there. We need 3125 points to qualify. Not going to be a problem, and I know we've qualified already. So, am I enjoying this event? Oh my god, I'm so loving this. It's great. I really don't want to put the game down at the moment. The only times I have to put it down is when my son pinches my iPad and then requires to use it for something else. Now I'm only going to cover certain parts of this event, mostly when I get the prizes or when we get to certain stages within the game. If I videotaped every day and then spoke about it, it would be a little bit too much. You're all experiencing the game at the moment. But in the future, when it comes to future events, please be aware that we do have these events within the game, and that makes Food Street more enjoyable because these kinds of activities are fun. Now, I'm actually hoping at some stage that maybe these events will expand a lot more and there will be something else that's added to it. Because if you notice, just behind the event area, there's this big open space. So I wonder what ideas we have for that area. What will the design team come up with and create there? Maybe there will be a visiting circus as an example, and we could have an occasional event that requires something that comes to our town that's very close to our restaurant. Maybe a market would be wonderful. I'd love to see a market appear every now and then. Like, I'm from a small town called Hastings in southeast England, and one of my favourite markets is a short journey by train to a place called Rye. And every week they have an awesome market. You can buy meat there, and the guys that sell the meat are fantastic. It's really good quality. There's also a cheese seller there, and again the cheese is fantastic. I love fully matured cheddar cheese. Okay, you've also got your standard clothing, mixture of quality and prices. There's books and there's other kinds of groceries there. But the two best aspects of that market will be the meat stand and the actual cheese stand. Now, I'd like to see something similar maybe added to that area just behind, an event that happens every now and then, or a market that appears in the game where we can buy special ingredients. And once we've bought those special ingredients, maybe we can grow them, or we can only use them for certain orders that come up around the same time as that market within our gameplay itself. So imagine in our restaurant we get a special request for something that's maybe unique to the UK. So as an example, one of my favourite dishes in the UK is pie mash and liquor. I'd love to be able to have a market there that sells a nice meat pie with mashed potato and a nice parsley sauce, then combine those items together in my restaurant and then serve some customers with those items. Fantastic. That would be a wonderful addition to the game. Now, what kind of ideas do you have? We've got the event, we've got the restaurant, we've got lots of orders, we've got the lighthouse just in the ocean. How would you like to see this game develop? What would you like the software designers to do to make it more fun for us? Okay, we've got the restaurant, we've got lots of decorations, and we've got these events. Perfect at the moment. But I'm thinking of the future here, and I think everybody else should start thinking towards those lines as well. Now, how am I doing here? Ooh, look at all those coins. 6,316. I guess I better start spending those. Actually, I'm not going to be spending too many at the moment. Now, currently within the game, I've already bought all of the hats and costumes that I wanted from my clothing store. So I have the antlers, I've got all of the clothing for the Christmas event. I've been lucky enough to get quite a few vouchers from some trucks I've been doing. Plus, some of the prizes have been fantastic. Like my last prize, which was a red box, was 2 silver vouchers. Sweet. I think actually working towards these boxes is a really good thing, and I would encourage you guys just to fill as many orders as you can. I've actually not ripped off many orders. Okay, I've lost a few because of time. Like today I lost out doing a gold order by about 10 minutes because I got held up doing something else. Today I almost lost out with a truck because I didn't get back from the Colby Luminaria until a bit late. But I had just enough time, literally like seconds to spare. So I was quite pleased. Okay, this is my second robin on a nice little log, so I'm happy that I'm actually getting some duplicate decoration. I would like to see them maybe a little bit bigger or different sizes. Now maybe that's a nice consideration for the future when it comes to these kind of events. But I'm absolutely loving this advent box idea. I think it was a cool addition to the game, and all of the prizes I'm getting at the moment, sweet. great. My little Santa, my elf, fantastic. And here we go with another blue box. What's it going to be, I wonder? Will it be coins? Will it be gems? It's 200 coins. That will go nicely with the kitty. So add those. Now I'm saving up all my coins at the moment. I'm currently working towards saving up enough coins to buy 2 new machines. Now I've leveled up in the game and I'm currently at level 31, so it now means that I can also have some pigs. So I'm umming and ahhing. Should I purchase myself a pig and then start getting some ham from that and maybe bacon as well, or should I get my sushi machine and then focus on my fishing area? It's a really difficult decision. Now the machines are quite expensive and I now have almost enough money, but which one do I go for? Now personally I'm thinking more towards the machine. I think if I go for the machine, then I can maybe sell some more of those items and make a lot of money, because it seems to be that the sushi or the Japanese food seems to make a lot of coins within the game. And basically if I can make more coins, then maybe I can purchase more machines a lot faster. Now I do love the animation for each of these 3 machines in the event area. I love the way that the person or the elf is just mixing the batter at the back there, then occasionally treads on that little tube and then squirts it into the mixer. Perfect. Even the festive kitchen's animation is wonderful, as you're about to see. So look at him, stir, 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 taste it, and then a happy little facial expression. Stir, stir again, let's do a little bit more tasting. And then a happy expression. Oh yes, that's so cool. And I'm not so comfortable with the fact that he's sticking his fingers into that drink, but then again, if he's drinking the mulled wine, I think it's quite tasty. Now these 2 guys here down by this little sled here, they are fantastic. I love the animation for these 2. I could sit watching them for ages as they shake the present and throw it behind them. It's the wrong one. They kick it into the other side as well. Look at it kick. There we go. Perfect. It's almost as though like they're kicking the boxes into someone's house or under their tree, and that's really, really funny. I like it. Even the old guy that's standing by the board keeps telling you every now and then to, hey, come and have a look at the orders. We got some orders waiting. Now I need to do 5 more orders there to actually enter or get my thumb up mark, so I'm not that far off it. You can see there that I'm currently in 5th position, but that will change within the game. I will go up and I will go down. We will get some new people added to my food club, and some people will have left by the time I've made the next video. Now if you would like to join us, please do search for us. Please just join us. We accept everybody. All I ask is that you participate, chat, and if you've got a request, just let me know, and I don't mind helping you out. Now I'm finding the nutmeg is very, very important, and I'm keeping lots of those in production. The same with the orange trees, I'm needing a lot of those as well. These other 2 items, they grow very, very quickly. So that one there for 35 minutes, that's an important one. So do make sure you're making lots of oranges, by the way. But if you are just starting out and you haven't upgraded your storage, watch out for your capacity. You don't want to be keeping too many items in your storage. It will cause you to basically not be able to fill your orders or collect anything. So watch out for that. Now if anybody is selling any of the expansion materials, especially the hard hats, let me know. Send me a message and I will run on over to your restaurant and I will purchase those items. Eggnog, mulled drink. Oh god, I so want to have one of those now. That would be perfect. A festive roast, excellent. Give me that, and makes me very, very happy. But I do want the last item there. I would so love to have a nice Christmas pudding at the moment. I haven't had a good Christmas pudding in a long time. I want to go back to England for Christmas. I miss my family and my home cooked food. I miss just walking around my town. Right, now I'm getting very close towards the end of this video. This is part one of my Cookmas video event activity. I'm going to be making a lot more throughout the event and adding them later. Maybe 2 or 3 videos in total. Now, if you do like the videos, do comment, subscribe, like and share. If you have any requests or you would like me to come and look at your restaurants and review it, if you would like to join my food club, please do say so and let me know. I'm here for you, and I will try to do as much as I can and give you a lot of information. And maybe if you're lucky enough, you will get a beautiful Christmas tree like this as well. So do work towards those boxes. And I do so like the look of that one. That looks really cute. And there we go, everybody. I've just got my thumb up reward. Oh yes, so event badge unlocked. I'm awesome. And now that means I can get any final club rewards. So yay. And my club is currently ranked number 4 there with 10,000. So Goonies are still in there, and I'm not sure about the other 2. I need to go and check. I'm currently in 7th position, so I'm being pushed further down as my friends are doing lots here. This event is rather addictive, if I do say so, and we are all loving it. Now, a couple of my hood members still haven't quite started yet, so please do get on and into the game. It's good fun and we would like your support, everybody. And remember, you need to get those 10 orders done to qualify for the reward when the actual event is over. Make sure you've all got a good stock of tomato soups, by the way, everybody. I've had so many orders. Even my penguin has been going over there to watch the machines and make sure they're preparing everything. Same with bread, I've had lots of orders for that as well. So corn, wheat, very important for this one as well. You're going to be making lots of additional items within your restaurant for the food event, so keep them going. And do keep watching the movies, because that will give you lots of resources to expand and chop down and do many other things. They're sleeping on the job. That's not acceptable. Looks so good. This is where I'm currently adding lots of items and building up my stock, or at least that stage I was in the game. Now I'm still doing the same thing, but my stocks go very quickly, I'm finding as well. It's probably because I'm not binning so many orders and I'm just filling them out and sending them off. Okay, so 18 days, 4 hours and 34 minutes left on the clock. I'm about to end this video, so I will see you all later. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment below. Enjoy the Christmas cook-off, and don't forget to tell your friends about Food Street, and do join the Facebook groups, everybody. So, see you all, and a Merry Christmas to you.